Alright, now what's up traders? What's up? Hope you guys are really having a good time. Now this is going to be a short video, but I'm going to share a very good secret. Now I want to share an idea on how you can actually always dive straight into profits every time you open up positions. Okay, now you guys understand that sometimes you can open up a position but then go into a big drawdown before you can actually go into profits. Now I'm going to actually go ahead and illustrate this with some trades. We shall open up these trades live and you guys shall see how they dive straight into profits, not even in a minute but in a second. Okay, now if you guys find this video helpful, please consider smashing the like button, smash the subscribe button to join this growing community. So let's dive straight into the video. This video is sponsored by FX. This is one of the best brokers out there, so I would definitely recommend that you create a trading account. The link is in the description below. Alright, now let's dive straight into the breakdown. Now, catching sniper entries, we have basically two things that really matter a lot. What do you consider on getting entries, and then what time frame are you going to use to make entries? Alright, so we are going to look at a pair. This is gold currently where we are. You guys can see that. So we are on the H1. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you what time frame we should always look at on trying to get these sniper entries, and then which regions do we even have to get entries. Alright, so looking at gold, this is basically what was happening. So initially we were in a downtrend, caught a couple of sells over here, and then over here, and reaching this point we saw a double bottom. Okay, so at this point now, okay, all right, so at this point now we saw a double bottom forming. Okay, meaning there was a reversal. That's just a chart pattern that shows that we have a reversal, and then all of a sudden this is what we formed. Now trying to catch sniper entries, what we have to consider is we have to trade with the trend. Okay, I mean, if the trend is to the upside, let's look for buys. If the trend is to the downside, let's look for sells. Now trying to catch sniper entries, it's not recommendable you trying to trade reversals. Basically you being able to notice that, okay, it was initially a downtrend, that I'm going to time or wait for an uptrend to form, and then I'll be able to catch my trade in. What I mean is I wouldn't recommend us entering positions here just in case you're trying to catch sniper entries. Why? Because you are not 100% sure that this is the end of the move. At some point we could see something of the sort happening, reaching this level. Rather than reversing back to the upside, we see a continuation to the downside. So all these things happen, and it's all about you as a trader being able to avoid this. Now this means you could be able to make money, because at the end of the day a reversal is going to happen. But question is, for how long are you going to have to hold that position before you get into profits? So meaning you would have to hold and overcome the drawdown that you would be in, and then be able to make money off that given trade. Alright, now what do we have to consider now after looking at all that? Now what we have to look at is the best entries. Okay, what are the best entries? Now let's consider this. So we saw a reversal here, and then we started pushing to the upside, and then came back for a pullback. We pushed to the upside, came back for a pullback, we pushed to the upside. Oh, this is a bit disorganized. Let me go ahead and use this. So basically pushing up, coming for a pullback, pushing up, coming for a pullback, pushing up, and then we expect a pullback. Okay, now my whole point is, what are we getting entries? Are we going to get an entry around here? Now when you make an entry when the move has already started already, it's like you are trying to chase the market, you're trying to chase the move, and guess what happens? You're going to enter in, and then all of a sudden we shall have a pullback, and then you would have to fight with that. Okay, now obviously when you make an entry at such a point, you are trying to force the move. It's like you are trying to chase the move, and what happens is after you entering your position, you are going to see a pullback, and you get embarrassed with having to hold the trade through the drawdown. So that's not recommendable at any point. Okay, so what I have discovered is we only have to make our entries at the end of pullbacks. Okay, every time we have a pullback closing, let's get the entries in. Now, how does this help us? So I'm going to show you a clear look into this, and we shall see how this is actually so helpful. Now check this out. So this is gold, okay? This is gold. We pushed to the upside, pushed to the upside, and then came back for a beautiful pullback over here. Came back for a beautiful pullback here. Now this is the point that we are looking at. We getting an entry around here. Now first things first, we getting an entry around here. Go ahead, let's make a position here. We are going to have a good position where to place a stop loss, okay? Let's go ahead and set it 1 to 2. 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, awesome stuff. And then we are going to adjust our stop loss just a little below the pullback. Now this is really so important because you are getting in at the right point. Now a clear illustration is real quick here. So let's say we have a push to the upside and then a pullback, push to the upside, a pullback, push to the upside, a pullback. Okay, now these points over here, these pullbacks are the best positions, are the best points to enter positions. It's like every time you come back for a pullback, most buyers are getting in here. Okay, every time we come back for a pullback, most buyers are getting in over here. Most buyers are getting in over here. So basically the whole idea is when we have a pullback happening, we also have to join the other traders and catch that super sniper entry. Either way, for a sell, it's the same thing. We are pushing down, coming back for pullback, pushing down, coming back for pullback, pushing down, coming back for pullback. Same thing, sellers are getting entries in over here. Okay, it's like every time we come back for pullback, many sellers are getting in positions over here, right over here. So it's just all about us being able to capture that sniper entry as soon as it starts. Same thing for the sells. We are going to place a stop loss just a little bit around here, just above, slightly above the pullback, around here, buys, we said here, basically. Now the good advantage about this is you are going to go straight into profits. Let me show you exactly what I'm trying to mean. We go straight into profits because you get your entry just after the closure of the pullback. Check this out. So if we had had a position around here, this would have been a beautiful buy, no drawdown or nothing. Same thing here, we would also get one more here around here. That would also be a good one. So same thing that we are looking at, we shall be looking at a pullback and then getting entries in. Let's try to look out for sales. Same thing, you can see that I was able to capture these sales over here. You can see that I was able to capture these sales over here, at the pullback, and I was able to ride the whole move straight up. Alright, so that's the biggest secret behind we being able to capture those sniper entries, okay? And I really hope you guys find this video helpful, and I'll see you out.